Well, every time I Drew Sadler came in my office yesterday asking about the track club. So I had said his account, but I hadn't seen him. So I'm looking at folder. I told him, I said, every time I do this, I put it into a folder system. However, I did find exactly what I was looking for.
You know where it's at. See what it has on interest of that quote. I think it'll be quite good.
Yeah, I just go first in.
Yeah.
But maybe it's not season, I don't know. Sports to cycling, but didn't know just one. I don't know what that process is. Right, that's into educational.
IMMT, is that industrial maintenance?
I think so.
What's the settings?
IMMT.
Industrial machine mechanic.
Yeah.
Industrial machine mechanic.
Okay.
I have to go home and look at my minutes to see which ones I want.
I'll
I
get
got
you
it.
a better sheet for next week.
Uh-huh.
I just got this and I wanted you to be able to look at it.
That's
so you
fine.
can
No,
mark
I've
calendars,
got,
but I'll
I've
get
got
you
a
better
packet
next
of
week.
home with the minutes of all of them. I'm supposed to be there.
I just go when Jody emails me and says, yeah, and then I go.
We're
Had a
gonna
new,
decide this today.
Oh, no, I just wanted
guy
to get
that's
it
at-
on your
in the
radar.
auto mechanics
Okay.
over here at,
Thank you.
when we had in service the other morning, it seemed like it drives down from Scottsdale.
That's hitting, yeah,
It seemed like a fairly nice fellow.
yeah, he was
It
there.
seemed like he used to work on carburetors, but nobody works on carburetors anymore, so
He's
he's
sharp.
been around for a while.
What's his name?
I forgot.
Mark.
I just met him. Well, you were there, you should know, you should.
I didn't meet him.
He was their director of facilities at the school district there.
Oh,
Oh, was he?
Thank you.
Did
Good, just
transportation.
one more, we're done.
Well, he
Yes.
seems like
Isn't it? I think
he's
we're
pretty
done.
astute.
Yeah, yeah, he's sharp.
Did we have somebody leave in that department that opened that up?
Transferred. One of the instructors we had in auto moved over to industrial maintenance. So we had an opening.
Yeah, he was in charge of a lot of mechanics.
Ryan Grubbs.
Last name.
Grubbs.
Yeah.
He's been there for 5-6 years probably.
Thank you.
Good start there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
7:33. That clock is wrong.
Oh, okay, I keep looking at
No,
that.
you're
Sorry.
We gotta fix that, it's wrong every time,
Gonna leave,
it
yeah.
throws us every time.
I'm
Good
good.
7-8 minutes behind.
All right, guys, you ready?
Yep.
All right, I'm calling this special meeting to order. Garden City Community College Board of Trustees to discuss the negotiated agreement between faculty and Garden City Community College And I'll turn it over to President Ruda.
Just a few things I wanted to highlight and talk through, and then be happy to entertain any questions. But for that, just want to acknowledge the work of Carla and what she put in there negotiating, getting us to this point, as well as work on the end of March to kind of pull things on at the end of the game there together for a better way to sell and inform faculty of the benefits that were coming from this negotiated agreement. But few of the highlights, just to point out, is within this, the faculty did last week pass the negotiated agreement there within their unit 44-6. Within this agreement, there would be a $3,000 increase to the base, as well as an additional $50 a month in healthcare for those that elect into the college provided healthcare. There were some few additional supplementals that were added. You can see that those have been included on page 8 and 9 of the agreement. Nothing really to note other than just some changes and additions that were commensurate with the level of work that was put in on those supplementals. One thing that I did want to draw forward there though too, just for your information, was there was a section that was added this year for professional employees that are on H-1B visas, which are work visas. We have one of our professional employees who is currently on work visa, and so essentially what it is the college sponsors them in order to allow them to maintain employment here in the U.S. And because of that, there is a prevailing wage or increase in wage which is paid in order for them to stay. But this is we don't do this on a lot of positions. This is a hard to fill position within the sciences, that we did make that decision in order to retain this employee. He's been a high performing employee, done well on his evaluation, so we did put that language in. That should we in the future have to look at that, and this just protects us and the faculty unit on how that can be handled. And then we also did add language on degree attainment bonus, which essentially matches what we have in staff policy currently, to where if faculty were to go and receive additional degree attainment, additional degrees, then there is language that shows exactly what the one-time pay for that faculty member would be. We figure if we're in education, we should be incentivizing education, which only benefits the classroom and students in the learning environment. So this language is just mirroring what we have currently in policy for staff. Really, other than that, but, a lot of the other changes that you can see from the red line version were mainly just language cleanups, clarifications. Those were more of the highlights. I don't know if there's other things that were worth noting, but I feel like this is a 1 year agreement, so we'll be back to the table there again next year. But I feel like this is a good place. I feel like the vote shows that there is strong support there for this agreement going forward into this year as well. So
We do.
go ahead, yeah.
So it was identified last year that there were some faculty that were hired when the requirements were different. Used to be the institution to teach, you just had to have a degree above what you were granting. So we could hire with a bachelor's degree on the transfer side. Then those requirements changed, So to where you had to have a master's degree. So there were some faculty that were kind of caught in the middle. So they did obtain their master's degree, but there was never any change to their base. So with, like, if it's required, so the language is, if it's required for your job, then the amount is added to your base versus a one-time payment. So we, that was what was presented last year, was a little daunting. It was self-reported, not verified, and it was really a little bit, it was a lot to take in. So we kind of studied that issue, and they brought back this year 6 individuals, which it affected, that had been hired or had worked here with their bachelor's and then obtained their master's. And then 2 individuals who their degree attainment wasn't required for their job on the technical side. And then 1 faculty member got her doctorate, which isn't required. So those individuals just got a one-time bonus. So that that investment in those faculty totaled $40,000. So that kind of cleaned up an issue that had been hanging on for a bit.
The other item that is not included in here, there that is talking about work groups. There was conversation from the faculty unit about looking towards being able to address longevity, faculty longevity pay. Again, similar to this issue, we didn't feel like that was something that could be rectified at the table. So we asked to be able to have a working group and study that over the course of this next year. So we'll do that over the course of this year and see what solutions we can come to and what resolution we can come to leading into next year's negotiations.
I know when I first came in '94, I didn't realize it because I was so used to being somewhere and then, you know, not being ejected. But I do appreciate the college, and I think it's changed. I'm pretty sure it's changed. But you know, they encourage longevity so that it's just like coaching. If you keep things pretty much the same all the time, rather than losing 5 coaches and getting 5 new coaches, you consistency.
Right.
And I think that's what the college is going for. And I was specifically talking about, you could retire, but if you hadn't reached 65, the college kept you on the
Health insurance.
health insurance. And I realize that things, with health insurance now.
We
not like
still-
it was.
I think we still have that option.
You do at age 62.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess all I'm trying to do is emphasizing that longevity, I believe, is a positive. Most of the time. Most of the time.
Do you have a sense of where our faculty salaries compare to other community colleges or universities?
We do there is a study that's done by the business officers each year across the entire community college system. We're very competitive on where we are at,
Okay,
especially in the western side of the state. So,
okay,
this year, just trying to find, this year with this change, so because 3,000 is being added to the base, that is also added to the starting salary base, which moves it up above 48,205. Yeah.
And then depending on your years of teaching and.
Mhm.
Years of teaching, industry experience, graduate hours beyond the degree, all those things factor into the model, and so push many new hires higher than 48 to apply.
I believe when we looked at it there this last year, we were above the mean. I think we were right around the sixth in the state as far as what our starting base.
Okay. That sounds nice. Yeah. Other questions? Comments?
I move that we accept the negotiated agreement for 22-23.
I will second that motion.
Great. So we have a motion and a second to approve the negotiated agreement for 2022-23 as presented. Any other discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right,
Thank you.
thank you, everybody. Well done.
We will move this forward there and then get this prepared for on the payroll.
There's a sheet, Jody, from Maryland, I did design. Send it to me.
It's the back page.
Just the back page of the clean
Okay.
agreement.
Oh, okay, I will print that off for you.
So I can just scan that and get it back to you.
Back sheet off of this.
Oh, did you print the thing?
I printed it, so.
Oh, thanks.
The red line version's gonna be on a Latin format.
Is that the
It's
red
got
line
the red
version?
version.
Yeah,
Here we
but
are,
I ended
print
up
it
on
off
the
for you.
back of.
Yeah.
Are you gonna fix it and then you?
I
print it?
have, no, I have a clean version.
Okay.
So, did you guys, did I send it to you, Jen?
Yeah. I can send it.
Okay, it's got it. Yeah. It's admin entrance.
Alright,
Most of the front page.
any other discussion items?
Judy, I believe it's in the 31 area.
Then this meeting is adjourned.
So nice to see you all so early in the morning.
No.
Thank you for
You
bringing
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Extra burritos if you need them there too. You didn't get enough of the sack there, Shanta.
Those are for me.
Just felt like I was in this room like 11 hours ago.
And congratulations to Jody for her
Yes.
Yes.
award.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Bust and Buster. Well earned.
I heard your reason, you really thought she deserved it because she's for you and me,
That's true.
and me,
There is truth to that.
that's true.